Good afternoon. Friday, January 16th, 2015, about 12:30 here in Sarasota, Florida. Okay. I don't imagine for a second a person who is the first person whose name comes to mind if anyone were to pose the question, who do you know that talks the most or the fastest or the quickest? I mean, that's it shouldn't even matter what I perceived or what I felt others were defining of me and for me. And I swear to God, I was not conscious to the massive extent to which I was doing this. The enormous extent to which I was seeking everything, everybody else's opinions and thoughts about me ranked not only higher than my own thoughts and opinions, but prevented me from even knowing what my own thoughts and opinions really were. Or at best, getting confused because the thoughts and the opinions that I had were, at my core, if I was being honest, so different from what on the outside I felt like people believed of me. Fuck, I'm even getting myself turned around and trying to explain it right now. I was a talker, I was a sharer, and I didn't have anywhere near the understanding that I do right now about myself. What was really motivating those behaviors? And those behaviors pretty much defined me in all my relationships. I was the talker. I was the oversharer. Sure, there were good stories. Sure, in general, I was upbeat and positive, even if I was telling or relaying a bad story, because inevitably it was about myself and I was beating myself up. Like, that's what I did. And now I didn't know how to really truly keep anything entirely to myself. And it was that I needed validation. And that's the part that was unhealthy. But the greater desire was that I really want to share and create and be and live intimately with others. Not just one other. I don't want just one intimate relationship. I want, I guess characteristic of my personality, I've always, if you ask my parents, she wanted it all. She wanted to do it all. She wanted to be it all. That was one of the hardest things for them, is to try to understand what was too much or too little for a kid like I was, who wanted to do it all. Well, I still want to do a lot more than what I think a lot of people want to do, and that's fine. It takes all kinds. I'm not saying by my wanting to do something that everybody else has to want to do it at all. At all. But I want to be part of intimate relationships every day. I want my life to be a truer understanding of the connectedness that we all have. And now I know I don't have to force it out in the world the way that I was trying to do just by finding my own place in the world. I was trying to force myself to fit into that world rather than recognizing I get to live in my own world with my own rules. And I don't ever again have to force myself to fit into something that I don't want to fit into. I don't ever have to explain myself to anybody ever again. And that's all I have felt like I've had to do since I can consciously remember, explaining myself explaining myself. That's all I felt like I've been doing. So it makes sense that I have this job now with, again, the one of the ultimate things that's now, as I continue to peel the onion. And why am I continuing to peel the onion? Because I know I'm at the farm for a reason. Like, it's always up to us for the story to create the best story. I am still not, I won't say I'm trying. Bashar hates that word, trying. I'm trying, but it's not about trying, it's just doing. I don't know what I'm feeling. That's what's almost driving me mad. Am I tired? Am I exhausted? Am I frustrated? Am I impatient? Am I bored? Am I unmotivated? Uninspired? I'm scared? Nervous? Anxious? Definitely anxious. I've got, just dawned on me again. Actually, just dawned on me for the first time this morning. The level of anxiety that I've been. Who am I kidding? I haven't been handling it well. Who the fuck cares anyway? I am dancing closer to the middle than I feel like I've ever danced before, which is supposed to be the good place, the balance point. But I'm almost feeling like I'm going crazy with it because any given moment, like because part of being able to be at that balance point is being able to appreciate and understand the literal and or metaphorical ends of the spectrum. If you understand and can appreciate and see the perspective of one end of something and the complete opposite of it, that's the balance point. Now, when I stay in my balance point, it's freaking beautiful, man. Nothing like it's beautiful. Because I remember that the position to my right and the position to my left, it doesn't matter. The details don't matter. There's no right or wrong. There's no better. It's all just different. It's all just from different perspectives, focusing on different factors, combining details in different ways. It's limitless and it's infinite. And when you understand and can see that and truly be able to be in that balance point, I swear I don't feel like I have a horse in this old game. If I had a horse, the only one it would be the horse that says, just believe whatever you want to believe. Just focus on aligning your day-to-day life and truly live what you claim you believe. Just do that. And I don't care. Do away with as many laws as possible. Like, I don't care. There's no better. I truly don't have a horse in this race of competition better than, and believing that it's all... I don't know. I cannot play this game. But I'm still playing the game. I am still playing the game. I don't want to play the game. This is garbage. This is garbage. It's garbage. Trying to say is that when you stay aligned, it's so powerful because you remember what a farce, what an illusion all this is. But it seems like it's easier than ever to fall out of line, and when I do fall out of line, I'm falling to one of the extremes. I fucking just don't know how to explain anything that I feel other than the obvious. I don't feel like I have a lot of room to breathe in the choice, but that's all in how I'm choosing to combine my own factors. So what I need to do is, what I'm ultimately having trouble doing is combining the factors in the best possible story, because to me, the best possible story, telling it, focusing on that way, is so unbelievable to everybody else. Like, so then you end up living in your own world. Like, it's the hardest thing to write it that way because nobody else is defining my life that way. And I don't give a fuck how everybody else is defining my life if I don't have to be around them as they're defining it for me. God, I mean, listen to the animosity I have. It's like, why am I giving my power away? Why? Why have I lost my inspiration? Why? Why do I have myself believing? Step through it. Okay, all right, grandest thing, biggest thing, of course, we know what the biggest thing is. The money, okay, we know that. But we also know that I'm in a situation right now, well, I don't have to be, like, fuck. I don't want any of that. I don't want the money hanging over my head. I don't want... Oh, bullshit. Call them bullshit. Call them bullshit on all of it, Allison, all of it. You are rooted in patterns right now. You are rooted in patterns. And although these patterns don't have the number of the momentum, stop it. You're analyzing, you're thinking, you're using your brain way too fucking much. Way too much. Just shut up. I feel like I'm doing a dance of calling bullshit on myself is raising the bar, right? It's highlighting every opportunity where I'm not seeing my life and defining my life and living my life as the source within me sees my life and intends for me to be living it, from love, from positivity, like happiness, joy, like that's what we are. That's what my source is. That's what There are no definitions. And that's what I want. I claim that, yeah, but what I want that I don't have at the farm that's killing me is fucking communication. We don't have, the communication follows the lead of the energy. Communication, we don't have the communication that It's like everything within me is telling me, trying to think of an example here. Another example for myself to help me get through. This shouldn't be fucking stressful for me. This isn't, my days off shouldn't be stressful. They shouldn't, and it's, fuck.